Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Sick Minds of Matt and Eric. My name is Eric, and with me is.
Matt, what's up, everyone? How you doing?
So we got a special episode for you today. We're still going to talk about anime, right? Because that's something that we are going to continue doing. However, because I didn't have power and I didn't have a stove for a while, I've been out of commission for like 2 fucking weeks where I just couldn't watch anything. But luckily for us, Matt is interested in building a new PC, and that is something I can definitely talk for hours on end about. So we'll hit that up. But first, I know that you've watched Vinland Saga, and I know you don't want to do any spoilers. So just on a scale from 1 to 10, would you recommend? We'll get into more detail next week on it though. For season one, I know season. Here's the incredibly dumb thing. Before we go on with that, season one is dubbed, right? But not on Crunchyroll.
Nope.
It's on it's on Netflix,
Yeah.
which I'm like, I don't have my own Netflix account. I share a Netflix account, so I haven't been able to see it. Um, but if it was just on Crunchyroll, I would have saw it by now.
I mean, I
That's
can
all.
give you
That's
I
all I'm
can
gonna
give
say.
you my Netflix shit. Oh wait, no, Netflix is gonna have that you can't share passwords anymore thing. So maybe not. Maybe I can't do that anymore.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly,
um.
exactly.
So the whole first season's a fucking prologue. It's a prologue. That is what the whole first season is. It's a goddamn fucking prologue. And it's 24 episodes of a prologue. And I don't know how season 2 is going to begin. I haven't looked, I haven't watched yet. I needed to pretty much like not cool down, but like take a break from it because like I dove deep. Like I binge watched it. I enjoyed it. I actually really liked it. The fight scenes were fantastic. Uh the pretty much the whole premise of the prologue kind of gets a little ridiculous towards the end because it's just like okay, like this person can defeat all these people but not this person. What the fuck? That makes zero sense. Well, it doesn't because some of it was teaching moments, but besides that, I recommend it. I give it a 10 out of 10 recommend, especially if you like fighting. A lot of fighting and gore, and if you love Vikings, like if you love Viking shit, this is the
It's
anime
the
for
only
you.
Viking anime, isn't it?
I feel like it is. I haven't seen any other Viking anime stuff. But before you got on, so like I was telling you before, our friend James from when we worked at Great Movie Ride,
Mhm.
who's like a writer, director, and stuff, who does a lot of short films and all this and that, and has done a lot of big like wrote his own scripts for movies. Emailed me to try to do some voiceover stuff for him, so I was just doing that before he came on. I only did like the Western stuff that he needed, so that was fun. It was like I had to download a voice recorder app instead of just doing it on Streamlabs. So that was fun. It was different. I had to try to do a Western voice again. Fuck, man. Like, when I worked at Great Movie Ride and I had to be a bandit, my Western voice was pretty much me doing fucking
John Wayne or
Beetlejuice.
some shit.
Beetlejuice. Mine was pretty much Beetlejuice. So I'm like I'm from Boston. I'm the last thing you want to do is ask me to do a Western voice. Just having a Western person just randomly dropping an R and stuff here and there. That's just gonna be weird.
Can you say what he's working on, or not really?
So I don't know what this Western one is. I don't know if this was his original massive script that he was doing when I still lived down there, and I did some reads for some of the parts and helped him with it. Not helped him with the script, but like read some of the lines and stuff. So I don't. The other one is an old project, which is on YouTube. It was like a black hole script, like a black hole like short, talking about black holes, and it was with our good friend Dave Fesky. Uh, like we did it at my old apartment complex, and like I was the bartender, so I really wasn't doing anything. But the other kid, I guess his voice didn't really come through well, and I've had to try to dub over it before for him, but like he was working on it recently and needs me to redub over it again. So this time, like, I'm gonna have like the YouTube video up on one monitor, and then the lines on another, and like I'm just gonna go like line by line, trying to like
Match
cadence,
him.
like match him and cadence it. So it's gonna feel like real voiceover work, to be honest, because that's what real voiceover people do, from what I've seen behind the scenes. Like they have like the anime up in one screen and then the
Yeah.
script in front of them.
Yeah.
So it's gonna feel like a real, like I'm really dubbing over something. So yeah, I gotta rewatch the video and then read his lines and see how that goes. I'm gonna take my time with that one though. That one it's gonna take time. The Western one was just me reading the lines. That shit was easy.
Well, hopefully it works out.
Yeah.
Now, what are you currently running on your PC? What's your current?
Well,
just to give
you
everybody
know,
like,
you know the CPU because you gave it to me. Do you remember this? How this all happened?
No.
So I started building a computer in Florida and restarted building a computer in Florida. You bought the Ryzen 7 with like the 16 cores. Or no, you bought one and then they sent you another one by accident. So you had two Ryzen 7s. One was a different...
Oh, right. Yeah.
So I bought one of them off of you because you obviously took the 16 core one.
Yeah.
So I bought that. So that's in my PC right now. And then when I got home and because like everything kind of happened way too quickly, and I moved back home to Massachusetts from Florida with my tax return from Florida, I bought an RTX 2080.
Okay. So the 2080 is still kind of relevant. So you are running a 1800X then, right? Because I believe it's still the first generation Ryzen that I gave you.
I don't know. It was like 4 years ago.
Yeah, so then it would have had to been the first gen. Yeah, so first gen Ryzen. So yeah, it's about time for an upgrade, man.
Yeah.
I don't know about the graphics card situation. I feel like the graphics card's pretty good.
It's still pretty good, but like you know me.
Yeah, of course.
You know me. I want to run everything on max settings.
And it's funny because I know that you're an NVIDIA fanboy. And I see an AMD card here, and I can't argue with it because of the price to performance ratio.
So
it's a great fucking card.
So this is the thing, because we discussed this because you talked about upgrading to this card or one of their newer cards.
This card, the card that you're looking at in particular, yeah.
So don't get me wrong, I want the 4080 or the 4090, but they're so like I got my 2080 was $850, and then the 3080 was supposed to be cheaper, but then the pandemic happened.
And scalpers and mining and
And the same thing is happening with the 40 series is people are buying them all up.
Well, actually no, they're not, because you can get a 4080. The 4080s they can't sell enough 4080s. But they're so expensive it's not worth it. And that brings this was the one thing that was like really upsetting me was like the 4090 whatever, okay? If you're going to make the top of the line card, you can charge whatever you want and people are going to buy it because it's the top of the line card. It's the fastest fucking card out there. So 4090 aside, which is already like it was the MSRP was $1,600. Yeah. Good luck finding it for $1,600, but the MSRP was $1,600, whatever. But then they're like the 4080 is $1,200, and it has no business being $1,200 at all. Like it's too expensive.
Yeah, and
if they would have charged even the 850, that would have been perfect. Or under 1,000, I would have been okay with.
So that's what brought me to the AMD Radeon RX 7900 XTX.
Yeah,
Because it's supposed to only be like not that much of a step down from the 4090, if I read correctly.
correct. It is. So it is a direct competitor to the 4090, but it's not going to beat it at all. Um, it is better than the 4080 in my opinion, especially given the value. It's only $1,000, so it's already cheaper than the 4080, and it performs better, with the exception of ray tracing, right? But like, how many games do we play with ray tracing?
None.
I would love. Don't get me wrong. I would love to play some games with ray tracing, but there's just not enough of them. And the games that are out already, I'm kind of like, they didn't need them. Like, I feel like it wasn't really needed. It didn't enhance the story at all.
Yeah.
It looks fucking great, right? Like, don't get me wrong. What was the Tomb Raider one with like the HDR and ray tracing? I was like, man, too bad I already beat it. Like, because I just like at that point it was like the game has to be good enough for me to go back and replay it with HDR and ray tracing on, and there just hasn't been a game that I feel like I could replay because the HDR, or sorry, the ray tracing is going to make that much of a difference.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
Um,
the PC that I sent you that was from Micro Center of me building it on there. But Micro Center, those little dumb fucks, those little assholes. The CPU that I want to get, all their Ryzen CPUs, you have to buy in store instead of just buying it online. So instead of me being able to like do like pay it monthly, they're like, nah, you gotta buy this shit. You gotta buy everything else online and then come in store and then buy this. Which is just dumb in my opinion. So I'm on Newegg now, and it's the price is a little bit more expensive, but it's pretty much almost the same, almost all the same parts. And they'll build it and just ship it to me. And I can pay monthly for it.
I feel like monthly is the way to go, especially since, oh, with the exception of the graphics card, because they got the graphics card, I feel like just a few years ago. You tend to hold on to systems for a long period of time.
Yeah.
So, um, I completely understand. I have what do I actually have in here?
So the other thing is that like I'm getting to the point where like a lot of these new games, I would have to play at medium settings with my graphics
But
card.
that's not the CPU's fault. It's because you're playing in 4K now,
Yeah.
right? So we already stepped up. What we should have done is gotten into 2K gaming, like 1440p, and just stayed there. But we are kind of graphic snobs, and we got ourselves 4K monitors. I have a 4K OLED, and none of the games that I play will ever reach the frame rate. Like 4K at 120 frames a second, unless I buy a 4090, and I'm not buying a 4090. So it is what it is. It's our fucking fault. But man, is that the things look good in 4K.
Yeah, and it's the thing is like you know me, I'm a big RPG guy. Massive RPG guy, and there's a lot of games coming out and there's a lot of games that I own now that are very graphic heavy.
Bro, that Final Fantasy 16 just little glimpse in 4K. Ha.
Mhm.
I'm just like I this might be where I got back into Final Fantasy. I'm not gonna lie, man. 15 just wasn't for me. I tried it. It's fun. It's a fun game, but it just this I don't know. The story was just kind of like, all right, well, let me know when you complete it so I can complete the game, I guess.
In which they actually never completed the game.
yeah, I'm just like, okay, if you're just gonna keep launching episode after episode, and I, I'd rather play 14.
Yeah.
I'd rather play 14, and that's fine. But I was really looking forward to like a Final Fantasy VII remake, which I need to go back and complete, which I have. But every time I get to the same spot and then I have to stop. Give me 1 second. I have to stop this cat from eating a fucking charging cable.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'll just talk. So yeah, like the thing is with me, guys, like even now, like when I try to play Apex on my PC, it struggles, which it shouldn't struggle. So it's time for me to upgrade. That's what I'm gonna
Apex
do.
is struggling.
Yeah, dude. I don't know if it was actually like the game, like my PC struggling, more maybe my internet might have been struggling.
It might be lag.
But it's like it doesn't lag on my PS5. So
Mm. I
like
mean, so the thing about running things at 4K is that it's all GPU related. So maybe, yeah, it's time for a graphics card upgrade at least. But I do recommend an entire system upgrade since you are running first gen Ryzen.
yeah, and the thing is like I don't need hard drives or anything. I have fucking 4 of them on my computer right now, so I can just move them over. Now, I think I asked you since my hard drives have Windows 10, which can upgrade to Windows 11, just can't upgrade on this PC actually. My PC can't upgrade to Windows 11.
You should. So the way Microsoft is doing it now is that you make an account with them, right? So if you go in, you should be able to use the old account. I think you get like 1 or 2 transfers with a
Okay.
key or something like that. But you have to be kind of creative when you're talking to, like, for instance, it detects hardware changes. So if you have any major hardware changes, it assumes that it's a brand new computer and it'll be like you need to activate the thing. However, if your PC was broken and the hardware change is what needed for the repair, then you didn't get a new PC. You got this old PC repaired. So if Microsoft's like, hey, this is a new PC, like, no, my old PC broke. This is the new. Like, this is what it took to fix it. And they
Yeah.
normally are okay with that. That is something I probably shouldn't have said online.
I doubt they're gonna see
Yeah, it is true.
it.
But that's a little thing that some people know about it, some people don't. If you build a new PC, the thing is, right, like let's say you do build this new PC.
It's not due. I will.
Right.
I just don't want to build it myself, to be honest.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like, if you build a new PC and you talk to Microsoft and be like, no, like this is not a new PC, it's just like an upgrade, or this is due to a repair or something like that, and then you try to connect using your old PC, one of them is not going to have an active Microsoft account. So, like, you're basically moving your account over from one device to the other.
Yeah.
So, do that at your own risk. I normally do it knowing that I'm using the old hard drive anyway, and that one's not going to have a hard drive, so my copy of Windows is moving physically.
Yeah.
So,
See, and the other thing is that I can sell this. I don't know how much I can get for it, but I would sell it.
you could probably get a decent amount of money. Everything there, including the 2080, you should be able to get like $700-800, at least the cost of your graphics card.
Yeah. So
So
probably
that,
I'd probably put it on the Facebook Market asking for like 1,000 or best offer.
yeah, that's what I would do. Like, selling it for $1,000, building a new system, blah blah blah. No hard drives. Make sure that you put in there no hard drives for the thing.
Yeah.
If you're gonna use the old ones. And then, dude, yeah, that's a great fucking deal. A 2080 with all, like, basically a brand new computer minus the hard drive. You're talking about, let's say somebody did offer you $700. They only have to spend another $50 to put a hard drive in there, and it's good to go. You're gonna be able to
Yeah.
play everything at like medium settings. Yeah, it's fantastic.
So
I you can't get a graphics card for that cheap. So yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like I need to switch over. You know, it's time. I knew it was gonna happen. Like I've had this PC since the end of 2018. It's what, five years now, 6 years.
Yeah, a while.
So it's done me good. It's done me good. We've had a lot of fun with it, but it's time. It's time to upgrade and get more power. I don't know why I sounded like
No.
a preacher there. That was weird.
Here is what you decided on. The CPU, you're going with another Ryzen system. Good stuff. But this time a Ryzen 9 7900X, which at first I was trying to convince you to not get that one because I thought it was still at its original price of like $700. But it is not. It's like $500, which is still kind of expensive, but better, right? And that boosts up to 4.7 gigahertz, and it is the new AM5 socket. So you needed to get a new motherboard.
The motherboard, it might be different on Newegg. This isn't the one from Newegg. Just giving you a heads up now. Let me see if... You know what? I put this... Maybe I saved it on my Newegg account. Let me see if I did.
Well, while you're doing that, I'll read it off. It looks like it's the Asus X670 board, which is one of the higher chipsets. I'm not 100% sure you need that chipset. It's a good board, but I feel like you probably could go cheaper on it.
Yeah. The thing is like, I don't need to have the Wi-Fi in it. Like, if one of them has Wi-Fi. Like, I just...
Well, it's not even the Wi-Fi portion of it. I don't really see you as an overclocker. And since I've known you, you've never really overclocked your stuff. So you probably could get away with, like, I don't know. You can get away with their mid-tier board. I can't remember what the actual name is. But get with the mid-tier board, maybe a micro ATX board. Not an ITX, but a micro ATX. And that will probably cut down on the cost a little bit. It will only give you so many slots. But I don't... Your current capture card now, that's not PCIe, is it? Or is it just USB?
It's a Type C. USB.
Okay, so USB Type C. All right, so yeah, no, I would probably go micro. And then you do need DDR5 because the AM5 is now...
Oh,
DDR5.
here it is. Sweet. Cool. All right.
All right, how much is it?
So this one, with everything that I have put into it, is $2,400. So this...
Are you talking about the whole... I was just talking about the motherboard, but okay.
Oh, sorry. Well, whatever. So this motherboard is different than this one. It's an MSI. Here, let me... You know what? I'll just click on it and send you... I'll send you what it has in there. I don't think this would be the motherboard I get, but I'm sending you what it is.
Okay.
Looks sick though. Looks fucking sick.
It is.
It does.
You know,
look
actually,
sick.
that's not a bad price. And this is the mid-tier board that I was talking to you about, the B650. So this is, I think this is a better deal, even with the built-in Wi-Fi. Because the other one I think is a 350 board.
Yeah.
Or sorry, $350 board. So yeah, I would get this one over that.
So this is what it has for the GPU. This one's a little bit different, but it's still the same price as that one, I think.
Is this the 7900 X3D,
Wait,
the one that I was telling you about?
Can I just send you this?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
I would get this one. So this one is actually designed for like gamers.
This is what I have.
Are you just sending me the entire thing now?
Yes.
Give me a sec.
So you can see everything that I have set up. This is a different graphics card. It's the same graphics card, but it's not an overclocked graphics card, I don't think.
No, it's fine. That's for $1,000. and you get a game.
Yeah, I don't know which game it was. I forgot which one it was.
It just says get a game with selected AMD graphics. So I think you gotta pick. Probably have a couple of offers. So basically, if there
Hopefully,
was a
it's
game
not a
that you
game I
wanted to
already
get,
own. By the
you're
way,
gonna get a free. Say what?
Hopefully, it's not a game I already own.
Well, you get your options, right? So basically, it takes $60 off of this, so you're getting it for $940 instead of $1,000. Case is a case. Everybody needs one.
Dude, they wanted to put like a $200 something case, and I'm like, no, no.
Nah, you don't need that. I get the Liam Lee case, but the Liam Lee case is $100. You're saving $20 on it. Honestly, a case is a case. It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Power supply. I never heard of Sama.
It had like 5-star rating. Oh, that's only with one review. Whoops.
Yeah, I've never heard of this company. I would go with name brand on that one. Probably like a Corsair. Probably be the same price for $130. Yeah, you can find one but that's a good price and it's a good wattage, right? 850 watts.
Yeah.
It's fine. And then you're going liquid cool, huh?
That wasn't my plan, but I guess I am. That's what it showed. It came with. To be honest, was this
that Cooler Master?
Yeah. If you think I should change it, I'll change it.
I think I like the all-in-ones. Unfortunately, they tend to die about 4 or 5 years in, which is about how often you change.
Yeah.
But I would like it if it was my option to upgrade, not that I am now. It is now mandatory for me to upgrade. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would probably change that to a very decent cooler. What I would do is that case looks pretty deep, right? So you could probably fit in a really good air cooler in there.
So
and not go with that.
I was supposed to say, should I do fan and heat sink or should I do water cooler?
No. Don't do water cooling. Water cooling is great if you're
cool
overclocking and stuff like that. It does look really good. But there's an upkeep to it that it's just sometimes you forget, and then all it takes is one time, and now the pump is dead. And if the pump dies, you can't really do anything because your CPU overheats. You're gonna be like, I used to get a lot more performance out of this thing. Now I can't even open up a web browser. It's not worth it. So I would just go with like a really decent air cooler.
So which one would you suggest?
Let me look at air coolers today on Newegg.
Wait, why isn't this adding another fan? Why is it not going to add more fans to? Well, no, the case should come with fans, correct? Because my case did. My case came with fans.
I would look. Some of them bring at least like an exhaust fan. Here we go. Get this motherfucker.
Oh boy.
Now, actually, this is not a bad cooler. They make different versions of it that's a little cheaper. And that's what I'm trying to look for right now. But if you could fit this bad boy in there.
So I think this case, the one that I have selected, comes with a cooler. I mean, comes with fans. Sorry. Yo, I was looking at that one too!
The Airmaster.
It looks so badass!
Yeah, it's fucking great. And as long as this one, I think this one does come with fans.
Oh, this case does accept it too.
It does?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. It comes with the fan inside. So the way this is set up is that there's two heats on the bottom, right? This is your CPU.
Yeah.
It sits on there. There's two heat sinks that go up, and those go to some fins, and then there's a fan in the center of it, which pulls air from one side and blows air through across the other side. and it keeps it all nice and cool.
Cool. It brought the price down. All right, so this power supply though is $130.
That power. Okay, let me look at the power supply and see what else I can find for you.
Also, this case seems to be good for water cooling too, if I wanted to go that route, by the way.
Yeah, because you got plenty of space in there. It's just a giant ass case. Let's go with.
Sorry for everyone that's looking at me look at my phone. My men's softball league did a draft today, and I'm waiting for the text. But apparently, I got drafted to a good team.
Okay, so you got two options that I can see that are very good, and they're name brand.
Okay.
Right? You have Corsair. Oh, you have a Corsair, the RMX series, which is a 2021 series. That's 150. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's a name brand power supply. And the other one, which I really like, which I'm actually surprised about the price, is the EVGA Supernova 850 G5. And that one is $121.
Ooh. EVGA. Eric, I don't know if we told this story on our podcast yet, but tell them the story about the first PC we ever built.
Oh, okay. So I built him a PC with some relatively older components, right? But I got him at the time it was 450 watts was the first one, and I'm just like, this kind of meets the minimum requirements for this PC. It wasn't anything big, right? It was like the AMD FX chip. I can't remember. I think it was like the 6300 or whatever. Yeah. RAM's not important, but the graphics card was another AMD card.
Can you send me the power supply, by the way? Because I don't see it on as an option here.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Let me click here.
Because the Supernova I see is 150.
That's the normal price for it. Is the Supernovas are about 150. Just sent it to you. Anyway, so I got him a 450 watt, thinking that's about it. That's really all he needs. He gets it. It boots up. It's working. I'm like, okay, that's fine. And then he goes to run a game, and it just powers off. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's not fine. So I got him like 600 watt power supply. I'm like, this is definitely more than enough now. So I'm just like, and keep in mind, I know there's nothing wrong with the graphics card because I literally sold him my old graphics card. So it works. I know it works. So I'm just like, okay, so 600 watt goes in there. And that's the power supply rating that I have. Actually, I had a 650. So I gave him the 600. Same thing, powers on, everything's fine. Runs the game. Then when the game loads, it shuts off. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, okay, 700 watt, I guess. We'll just go 50 watts more than what I had. We do this time, 700 watts. It does the exact same thing. I'm like, fuck it. And I bought this 1,000 watt power supply. And I shoved that motherfucker. The power supply was so big, it didn't fit in the case.
We had to bend shit to get it in there.
I'm just like, whatever. As long as it runs, you know. So whatever. Like we just put it in there, 1,000 watts, turns on, game loads, game's running. Like, there's your fucking PC, man. You, like, god damn it. So angry about that shit. So, I still don't understand why it did that.
So the power supply price on the PC builder is different than the one that you sent me.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's normally 150, but it's off on sale for like 120.
So this one's actually I think it's a different, it's the same model but different model, if that makes sense.
Maybe.
But it won't let me change it to the one that you have, like the one that you selected.
I mean, either way, EVGA is a name brand that I trust. Rather than at least for power supplies, dude, pick a good quality name brand power supply, because if something happens to the power supply, it will brick everything else. Like if something like overcharged or something, not overcharged, but like let's say something gets zapped and something explodes, it's going to take out anything that shit's being connected to. And literally the power supply connects to everything.
Yeah.
You're talking about your motherboard, your CPU because it's got its own dedicated like pin for it, and the graphics card. You're talking about a brand new fucking build if something happens. And at least these guys have like 10-year warranties and shit like that.
All right, so what else do you see that I should change?
All right, we go back to your PC list.
Is there an issue with DDR5 right now or no?
No, I mean, other than it's just expensive for no real good reason.
So is the RAM that I have on here fine?
Yeah, it's fine. It's faster than any DDR4 so far, because I think DDR4, the fastest that we got right now are like what 5,000, and the DDR5 that you got starts off at 5,600. So you're fine.
Well, mine is only 3,200 on mine right now.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like even the fastest DDR4 that is still kind of slower than, but not by much, right? Like you'd be surprised how little that actually makes a difference in gaming. You're talking about like 3 frames a second.
Hey, that's important. 3 frames, all right? That's important.
It's important
3 frames, Eric.
If you're only getting 30 frames a second and you get an extra 3 frames, yes, that's important. That's 10%. But if you're already getting 200 frames a second and you get 3, okay, woo, okay, whatever. Big number, better PC. Like, okay. I mean, yes, you're technically right. But congratulations, you spent $400 on 3 frames.
So what do you think of the build? Do you think it's a great build? Should I change something?
Oh, I think it's a good build. When you get this thing put together and you put your hard drive in, you're going to need to erase your old drivers. And that's something I can help you out with once you get it. Because you're going from NVIDIA to AMD.
Yeah, that's gonna make me sad.
Yeah, what you want to do is you want to what is it called? There's an application, and I'll look it up later, where it'll go through the registries, it will remove anything that's NVIDIA on there. I'll take off all the drivers that you're not going to need. That way there's no confusion at all, and you don't get those random graphics crashes whenever you go from like one to another. Because that was a big thing going from like AMD to NVIDIA back to AMD. It's a fucking nightmare. That's why I normally just pick one and stick with it. And since I still have AMD cards, I don't really. It doesn't matter. Like for me, it doesn't matter.
Well, the issue now is that NVIDIA is just too fucking expensive.
Yeah, but they do have the best cards.
Yeah, but I don't want to spend $1,500 on a graphics card.
And you shouldn't. You shouldn't have to spend $1,600 on a graphics card.
Also, this like the screen makes my beard look red, but people, I'm telling you, my beard is not red. It's very much. It's because of the background on my third monitor is Persona 5, and there's a bunch of red, so it's reflecting on my face.
Yeah, you look like you're in Super Saiyan God mode, but just your beard.
You know what? I'm not gonna complain. Not gonna complain.
Base red.
Not gonna fucking complain about it. But yeah, you think it's good to go?
I think with all that, yeah, if you switch that cooler and get that B650 instead of the 670, that will save you $100 off the motherboard, another $50 off the cooler. So I saved you $150.
Yeah, well, the original price for this one was $2,400, and I got it down to $2,374.
But it's not taking into account Well, just do it on Newegg instead of using the builder. The builder is what I use for like planning out an average of how much I'm going to spend. but then I actually go and just buy everything from one place because I don't want multiple
Well,
packages showing up
this is
at
on Newegg. I'm on Newegg. This is
Oh,
all
okay.
on Newegg. But I would much rather them to build my PC than me build it, to be honest with you.
Estimated wattage 645, and you have a 850 watt power supply. That's good.
Why does mine say 740 estimated wattage supply? America, I am confused.
Did you remove? Oh, I'll put the wrong cooler on there. But that shouldn't matter. Once you remove the liquid cooler, it dropped it a pretty good amount.
I still got 110 watts of power. All right.
Yeah, that looks good.
Do I have an option of them building it for me? We do not have enough item in stock. Oh, bite me.
What did it say?
It says insufficient. Oh my! I can't speak.
Insufficient.
Yeah, I can't fucking speak. Item in
What is
stock.
it?
Sorry, we don't have enough stock on hand. It's the
Graphics card.
No, it's the motherboard.
Oh shit. All right, well look. This episode has turned into a shopping center for you.
Oh wait, hold on. This might. Oh, son of a one. You dinguses. Jesus Christ.
What?
There we go. Let's see. Okay, I think it changed. Wait, why is the price still that?
What's it doing?
Oh, fucking remove. So you know what happened?
What?
Apparently, the original build was already added to the cart. So when I hit add to cart with like the change stuff, it just doubled everything.
Oh.
So it doesn't show that now for this.
Oh, then I would go and try to get it because if buying one more went to insufficient fund or stock, I would at least get that.
Secure checkout. Wait, what? Oh, tax. Jesus Christ. Kill me now. Oh, man, I'm going to have to buy all this. I'm going to have to build this. God fucking shit, cock.
Hey, it's not that bad. You know how to build stuff.
I know, but it doesn't look as good as everyone else's. Pardon my language, by the way, everyone. Pardon my fucking language.
So, what do you plan on playing now that you're getting all this like high-tech hardware? Watch it be League of Legends. League of Legends.
No, actually, it'll be Forspoken, probably. Dude, the case is the one thing that's gonna take forever to get here. Everything else is gonna show up, and then the case is you're gonna get it March 28th or March 30th.
Jesus.
Oh, whoa. Everything else is free shipping except the case. Everything else is free shipping except the goddamn case.
You know, probably because it has glass. I mean, you could always try and not. But like, I don't know. It's a good case.
Whatever.
And it's cheap.
Whatever. Let's do this. Buy now, pay later. With Affirm. $230 a month. That's not bad. That's
I've
not.
never used the firm.
I'm using it for my Peloton. I also used it for my tires, which are now fully paid off.
Okay. How much is the interest on that?
I don't know. God, stupid.
So two what a month?
I think it was $230. I thought I said.
$230 a month for how many months?
I will let you know once I get to that screen.
All right.
But I also will. I'm gonna probably put more money towards it. Go for fuck's sakes, man! I have an account. Why not just sign into my Affirm account? I think it's actually signing in, making me do all this stuff, but whatever. This is when the math happens. That's what it's saying. Alright, so for 12 months, the interest, the APR will be 11%. It'll be $224.54 a month.
I mean, better than a credit card, I guess.
If I do it for 6 months, it's $437 a month. It's not like I can't afford this.
True.
I can afford it.
True.
All right. Okay, so the total interest will be $154.61.
That's not bad for having the convenience of just getting it now and paying monthly, so you don't have to spend.
And it won't be due. Like my first payment's not due until next month. Like I'm not paying for anything right now. Like that's not
nice.
bad.
Yeah, that's all right.
Dude, I've gone through Affirm with a lot of like my pay later stuff, and honestly, I've had no qualms with them.
Really?
Yeah. All right, I got a new computer.
Nice. Congratulations.
Everything will be okay. So my graphics card and the CPU will be here on Thursday. My CPU fan will be here on Friday. Okay, everything is going to be here between Thursday and Friday, and then the case will be here next week.
We're building a computer next week.
Yep. Dude, you know what we could do is when I get all the parts and stuff, I can set up the camera away so like it shows me building the computer. And that could be the episode. Yeah,
I'm down for that.
Do an episode of me just building the computer. That'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
There we go. How do you guys like that idea? You know, I'll not live stream, but I'll record me and Eric, and I'll be me building the computer with Eric's help. Sounds like a fucking pretty good, cool thing to do. Also very exciting and shit. Because I have a gaming laptop, so I can just fucking do it that way. Show it that way. I can have 2 cameras set up. The laptop showing and this camera showing, because I won't be able to do it on this computer.
Well, I mean, you could technically still do it on this computer as long as you just save the hard drives for last.
Yeah, I could do that.
That's up to you. Laptop works too. Laptop works.
My laptop's pretty fucking powerful. Dude, I'm excited. I'm excited right now. Like,
all right. Well, we got now. You know what's going on next week, so tune in.
Or in 2 weeks, to be honest, because who knows when that case comes. Dude, I almost said fuck it and just took your old massive case that I still have. That still has your CD drive, by the way.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna use it now.
I was so tempted just to like take apart that and just use that as the case, but that case is massive.
It was a pretty big case. Did I show you like the size of my case now?
No.
Hold
So
See if I can
next
get
week, hopefully, will be Vinland Saga, and then after,
it.
ooh, hey,
It's tiny, dude, and I fit everything in there, and I could still fit the 6900. Sorry, the 7900 XTX when it comes in, if I get one.
you say if like you're not gonna get
I do
one.
want one, dude, but like I can't. Not not right now. Maybe once
Do a
everything is
firm.
caught up. What?
Once everything's caught up, do a firm, dude.
I might do that.
Dude, honestly, it's helped me. Like I've done it just to like help me get like pay some things off instead of putting it on a credit card. Just have it on that.
And just pay it off.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. But yet, like a firm, like they only do online stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They might have like a card too, but I don't know. I rather not have like another. I'd rather not have another card, to be honest.
Right. That was my whole thing. Is like I don't want another card. Well, for monthly payments, like honestly, if a firm was an option for like the stove, I probably would have done that.
If you're
That way,
doing
I didn't have.
on, dude, a firm's like almost everyone takes a firm. Like every website that I've been on takes a firm.
Okay.
I discovered them. True story. I discovered them off of WWEshop.com.
Yeah.
So if WWE wants to sponsor us, by the way.
Again, I'll take any sponsor. I'm 100% a sellout.
So I don't know. Like I would love for us to be able to get some voice actors on here and like interview them. There's a like I'm on a Anime Boston website Discord, and another girl has like her own like podcast, and she interviews voice actors. And like I kind of want to like just shoot her a message and be like, hey, do you like have to pay them money or anything, or do they just come on?
Right.
Because like I would love to reach out to some of like voice actors and actresses and like get them on here and ask them like the basic questions of being like, what got you into voice acting, and what is like your favorite all-time role, and all that cool shit.
Be neat.
Anyways, we're coming up on the hour. I'd rather just get this episode out for all you people. So my thing is, people, if you liked us talking about building a computer and want to see, like, we're gonna build the computer and put it up as an episode too. Like that's going to be a thing, everyone. So
I kind of want to know everybody's builds too. Like, well, what's everybody running?
Yeah, what are you all running? Do you guys only just play on console, or do you guys play on PC? Or if you're doing both, like, that's awesome. Like, I do both. Like, I have my Switch right here. My PS5's over on the big TV. I play, like, Apex on there. There's so many games I gotta play. I have such a backlog, dude. I have God of War I need to play. But, like, yeah, seriously, guys. Like, tell us in the comments what your build is. Let us know what your build is. We love talking about computers. I'm like... I didn't even realize we're at 55 minutes almost.
Jeez.
And it doesn't even feel like that. Like, I feel
No,
like we
it's
just
not.
started talking about, like, building the PC and stuff. So, like, yeah, tell us your build. Tell us what you want your future build to be on your PC. Are you waiting for prices to go down on NVIDIA's graphics cards, which probably will never go down?
Camera's not focusing.
Yeah, it
Like-
doesn't matter at this point. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter at this point. I'm gonna be honest with you, it doesn't really matter at this point. What are your thoughts on Vinland Saga? Because we're gonna be talking about that next week, hopefully. When I say next week, this upcoming weekend, hopefully. So if Eric gets a chance to watch it,
Hopefully, I get a chance to watch it. I'll probably talk to you after this to get the not password.
yeah, not that. So yeah, tell you guys, please, for the love of God, throw animes you think that we should watch, because I'm gonna be honest with you all, I'm running out of steam on what to find to watch. To be honest, whoopsies.
I've been watching like Zombieland Saga Revenge.
Zombieland. Does it have the actors from Zombieland in it? Is Emma Stone
No.
voicing anyone?
Nope. I thought it would be a pretty cool like horror type anime, and it is not. It is about teenage girls who died and turned into zombies, and now they want to become pop stars. I'm on episode 8. I
Excuse
haven't
me?
stopped watching it.
I'm sorry, what? Excuse me?
It's hilarious. So I'll give you the intro to the anime. The intro is this girl's like running late for school or whatever. She's like, okay, well, today's going to be a great day. Steps outside, boom, gets hit by a truck instantly within the first 3 minutes of the show. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. And then their first gig is a heavy metal concert because all like the rest of the zombies are all like zombies. She's the only one who has like can think at the moment. So they do like a heavy metal skit where and they're like, this is like a really cool band, and I'm just like, what the fuck am I watching? And then I'm now 8 episodes in because it's ridiculous.
Yeah, Vinland Saga is my last anime I watched. I need to catch up on the ones that we were talking about before, like the Ice Sorcerer one, the Ice Blade Sorcerer one. I believe season 2 of Misfits of the Demon King Academy is getting dubbed over right now. So I think those episodes will be dubbed. Actually, we haven't even talked about that first season because I don't know if you watched it yet or not.
Yeah, Misfits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it.
Oh, fuck.
Well, we can talk about that next week.
Fuck, I didn't know you did. All right. So yeah, that's gonna be this episode. Please like and subscribe and comment. For the love of God, comment or a love of whatever deity you worship. Please comment.
I really need to get this thing to fucking zoom in. Anyway, be excellent to one another.
Party on, guys.